Welcome, everyone, to the More Phenomenal podcast. We got some news today, and we're putting this on YouTube, which we almost never do.
Yeah. Well, we want to get in on the hype.
Yeah. Fan Friday. Well, okay, so first, we recorded the podcast earlier this week, and
Yeah,
then our news segment was like,
lackluster.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And then Friday, today, everything just dropped. And it's usually okay when our news segment is like, oh, maybe one thing's outdated or whatever. But
right.
this was like our whole thing. We would have been it's so lost.
Yeah. Announced for a whole week, so we might as well jump on it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like your youth center shirt.
Yeah. David Yost sold me on this shirt at Comic-Con.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he made me at the Boom Studios booth. He was like, "Look, man, I personally endorse these shirts. If you don't like how it fits or feels, you can email me, and I'll take it. I'll buy it off of you or something like that." So I was like, "Okay, I got the Blue Rangers insurance on their shirt." So
That's cool. I got my
yeah.
Angel Grove High shirt on.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that. I saw that. I was reading the top. I wasn't sure exactly what the symbol was.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, there
Okay,
you go.
so Fan Friday. We'll just go down what they announced as they announced it. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good.
So the first thing is Puttie 2 pack.
Yeah,
Yeah, looks good.
looks cool.
Yeah, I
It's
pre-ordered that.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did you get only one set or did you get two?
I just got one because I already have the. Oh, he's. Oh, here he is. I already have the putty that came with the Green Ranger, so I was
Yeah.
like, two more. That's a whole squad right there.
Okay, cool. Three is enough. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for all those
Um,
people who bought like so many Green Ranger 2 packs for the putty armies.
Good point. I know. Well,
Yeah.
I felt like doing an army builder was sort of inevitable, right? I mean,
Mm,
it's so easy for them. The accessories make it really worth it, though. They have a lot of stuff packed in there.
yeah. So thumbs up.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna probably buy two of them, maybe. I don't know. I like the blast effect a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I almost bought another Green Ranger 2 pack, just have another putty too. So I'm glad I kind of held
Glad you
out.
didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then next up was the Psycho Green Ranger.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't even remember him being the first Psycho Ranger.
He's in
Um,
the comics, so I think it was like I don't think they touch upon that in the show. I think that's one of those like
oh, okay.
canon
Because I
Boom
was like,
Studios things.
when I watched the video and they were describing the character, I was like, I don't remember that in the show. But I'm also like really behind in the comic. I actually have a bunch of them coming in the mail, so I'm excited
Nice.
to get caught up. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
He's like the main baddie in the Andros Corone book they had. And
Oh, right.
I know he's been in other places, but that's the one I kind of got the background just on who he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So
so cool, but I kind of wish they would do the other ones first, finish the team.
yeah, I think he's so popular. Is my
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
Is why. Plus green, I feel like anything sells.
Yeah,
you know.
true. Yeah.
I was
Well, I
wondering
mean,
if it was going to be like a GameStop exclusive or something, since the Blue Ranger was, but
yeah.
no.
Well, it's interesting that these comic book figures are getting such hype. That's really cool. It speaks to how popular the comics are, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just keep busting those out. They're easy.
Yeah,
It's the
they're
one
super
mold.
easy.
Yeah. I
I
was
mean, both
wondering,
that
like,
and the putty are a repack. They were easy. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
almost wondering in the future if that's what they're lean to be like. Here's our Power Morphicon Comic Con purple Psycho Ranger exclusive. Like just throw a color on
Right.
them.
Well, eventually they'll. I mean, it's so easy. I feel like they'll. We'll see them all probably pretty soon enough. But I'd be interested to I'd be interested to see how they roll them out. I didn't expect, like you said, for this to be a normal release. I thought it would definitely be exclusive somewhere.
Yeah, and then the one we heard rumblings about, the Alpha Zordon 2 pack.
Yes, that was really cool to see in person. What do you think of the Zordon? I mean, Alpha looks really great, but what do you think of the Zordon head?
Alpha looks great. Comes with
Yeah,
the the
teddy
bear.
bear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So Alpha looks awesome. I thought Zordon looked great, but everyone's like crapping on Zordon right now.
Is that true? I wasn't sure what the reaction was to it.
From the reaction I've seen is people are like, who approved this Zordon head? Like that's what I saw on Twitter and on Facebook and some of the other groups. That's what I've seen. But I think he looks like Zordon.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely. It's worth getting. It looks enough like Zordon for me that the pack is worth getting, especially like because he would look so cool surrounded by the team and an Alpha, of course.
Yeah.
I
was like, I wanted to be like, did you guys forget what Zordon looked like? Like his head was like always kind of moving and not very like,
not very
in
HD
focus
at all.
Yeah.
You know what kind of reminds? So go ahead.
No,
sorry.
go for it.
Well, I was gonna say, it kind of reminds me of like, do you remember when Tron Legacy came out and they tried that technology with like the faces, where they would be like projected on, and you press a button and it would like talk,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that would be perfect for a Zordon head, And I'm like, I wonder, like that technology was too ahead of its time. They're like, we can, and they've never tried it again. They're like, oh, it's too ambitious. It's too ambitious.
I wonder if that was just expensive. I had those toys and I thought those were awesome. It really fits the
really
theme
cool.
of Tron.
I thought so too. I thought they were dope. Well, maybe maybe the technology is potentially you could implement it into that Zordon. I like to see that someone try to do that.
Yeah. That Zordon lights up.
It does light up. It does light up. That's pretty cool.
So it's our first Lightning collection figure to light up.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna need more of that for sure.
I was saying I can't wait for all the like people who have the Andros Legacy figure, or when the Lightning Legacy figure comes out.
I know, to have it shatter it. Yeah.
Or all the putties just carrying the Zordon away. Like that's gonna be everywhere.
But isn't the Zordon tube supposed to be big enough that like if you cracked it open, he would be sleeping in like his crystals, like in the movie? Like isn't that how that's supposed to work?
Well, I think the movie took liberties because I think he's supposed to be interdimensional, so it kind of made no sense that he was just
sleeping
there.
just like hanging out in the Fortress of Solitude, right there. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. I thought thinking getting caught up on that when he is broken down, he's like laying down. It'd be funny if he was like, "I'm free."
Yeah. Finally, the tube is. He's just afraid of going outside. He's like, "No, put me back in my tube."
Yeah. I think it looks great. It's on pre-order at Walmart right now on Walmart.com, and I've pre-ordered the putties in the Psycho Green, and I haven't pre-ordered him yet. I'll get around to it, but I think he's going to be a sought-after one, and this is making me question, like, man, I got to get it. Do I have to get everyone? Because right now I've been a completist up until this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just assumed you would get everyone anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Eventually they'll probably make some Rangers that you're like, okay, I'm going to wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to get them. It's just, I don't know if they're going to charge me right. I think they charge you like right at the time. So hopefully we get another like stimulus check. I just buy everyone.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, the Zordon and the Alpha I thought made a lot of sense, even though I would have bought Alpha single packed. Yeah. I wonder if Alpha will get single packed, But at the same time, it's sort of like, well, now I need the command center playset. Like, when are we getting the whole command center? So
yeah, and you'll probably, if you do, you have to have a built-in Zordon,
Oh, you mean like they'll re-release Zordon?
Yeah, like like how he was in the original one, where he's like part of the set. Because this
of course.
This tube looks like, again, the tube he was captured in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Way better than the other Zordon we got, I think, with the Alpha. It's like a head and just a little, like an old 2010 version. Do you remember that?
Oh, barely. Barely. Is that from like the like Bandai sort of Marvel Legends-y wave that was out before this one? Or no, 2010. That would be way too long.
way longer. Yeah.
Way longer ago. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. No, I don't remember what that looks like. That's super funny. Okay.
Next up is the Morpher, another Walmart exclusive.
there you go. I mean, I'm sure it'll be online too.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
again on pre-order for at Walmart.com right now.
cool.
Looks good. I
It
think
looks really cool. Light up feature's cool.
yeah, and is there's sound too?
Their sound, it
Does it
does the
say
battle cry, the morphing like cry of each coin if you put them in.
mm-hmm. Cool.
But
Yeah.
go ahead.
I think it looks good. I think it's cheaper than what the Legacy one came out as. And I think the Legacy
Hmm.
ones look more prop based, while these Hasbro ones have that toy factor to them.
True. I mean, I feel like this would be good to, like they said, they pitched it as like a cosplay item, and I think it would be you could invest in it as a Ranger cosplayer because if it broke, it wasn't like a huge investment. But it
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of bells and whistles. The fact that it can move and open and it triggers and does all that is I think really cool. It's interesting though that like it doesn't come with the Tommy coin, and they used him in like the video when they were showing the Morpher. So I was
I
like, oh,
didn't
that's
catch
kind of,
that.
I was like, that's kind of lame. But at the same time, it makes me think that like maybe they'll release Tommy's like Master Morpher and it will come with all of his Ranger forms,
Yeah. They also
or
just
yeah.
do what Bandai did with the Green Ranger, White Ranger one, where he had it separate.
Oh,
Because
good point.
is his red too? Or is his green and like white his Morpher?
I don't know. That's a good point. I mean, I was also thinking like, oh well, I guess they already did. They did the dagger, right? Hasbro did the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
I
I don't
think
know.
they,
That's a good point. They'll do a red. They'll probably do a green and white one. That's a good point.
yeah, they're on my.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at it. It looks like the Green Ranger's like, because you know how the Morpher has like the red around it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe his was different, but it's not. Or his looks the Green Ranger one looks gold as opposed to like silver.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that makes sense for why they're different. But yeah, that must be down the line soon. And then the last thing of the reveals today. So I watched the video and it was like, okay, there was 4 things and they said there was going to be 5 and I was like, where's the 5th thing? So I kept
Maybe they were saying like 2 putties, 2 figures, and then the
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 Morpher.
morpher. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that too, but then the math didn't add up because it was like 2 putties, Alpha Zordon, Psycho, Morpher. That would have been
Oh,
6.
that would have been 6. I forgot about Psycho Ranger. Maybe
Yeah.
Zordon doesn't count. Maybe they're like he's not a figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
but
don't know. That's weird. That's so weird.
I kept refreshing the Power Rangers Twitter page, and so they finally revealed their 5th thing. Sounds like you didn't see this.
No, I didn't. Or
Okay.
maybe I'll look it up right now.
They just announced the name of season 28. It's Dino
Oh,
Fury.
I did see that. Yes, Dino Fury. What do you
Yeah.
think of Dino Fury?
I think it sounds very on brand. Like we've
It
already had a
does.
Jungle Fury, like
When I heard the title, I almost thought it already existed. I'm like, didn't we do Dino Fury? We did Dino Thunder and Dino Charge,
and
right?
Dino Fury, yeah.
And Dino Fury. I liked Dino Knights. I was
Me
really hoping
too.
they were going to do Dino Knights. Yeah.
I wonder if it was one of those things that was like everyone said this, so we have to not do that.
We can't do Dino Knights,
Yeah, it has to be a
But
surprise.
Dino Fury, Power Rangers, Dino Fury.
Yeah. Someone was saying, like, I've heard it as well, like, do Jurassic Nights. Like, that sounds way cool.
Maybe Universal has a copyright on the word Jurassic. It's like you can't use the word Jurassic. That is copy. That is our brand.
Yeah. But I think I said on our page that I was like, we knew it was going to be Dino fill in the blank. It was
Yeah, it has to be.
It was just a matter of what it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Ranger Sauruses.
yeah. I want to know the theme song. I guess it makes sense if they're not going to be like knights in the show, maybe, but
I thought they were knights. Maybe they're not. I don't know.
they're going to have some sort of knight something. Okay, here's the description of the show. It's
Sweet.
it's any season of Power Rangers, by the way. It's when an army of powerful alien beings is unleashed on Earth, threatening life as we know it. A brand new team of Power Rangers, fueled by prehistoric power of the dinosaurs, are recruited to deal with the threat. Power
That
Rangers.
sounds like Mighty Morphin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's any season. I want
My
to
my
know.
yeah. Go
I want
ahead.
to know how many leaders were like here during the Jurassic Dino age, where they just buried all of their, all of their like energems or morphers or whatever that were
Right,
connected
right,
to
right.
dinosaurs.
I was thinking about that too, but I was like, my pitch for the intro would be like, long ago, knights found dinosaur bones under their castle, and it had untold power. And then the power was locked away until 5 teenagers are claiming the castle. They stumble through an open bookshelf to find the Dino Knight swords, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So who knows what it'll be? I'm excited for it, for the twist.
yeah.
I hope that, well, the, you can kind of probably infer a little bit if you go and read the Sentai plot, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the Sentai is, but
I
I
don't
think
know
they're
either. Yeah,
knights over there.
they're nice in that one. The
Yeah,
Megazord's probably cool.
yeah, it's probably a dinosaur.
Probably a dinosaur knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cool. That was the reveals today. I think they they do this where I feel like every time they say, "Oh, we're gonna make an announcement," all the Power Ranger like gifs are of Bulk and Skull, so they always use a Bulk and Skull like picture of some sort. So I think everyone is always like, "Is it gonna be Bulk and Skull? Are we gonna get a Bulk and
I
Skull?"
know.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to do because, like, what costumes do you give Bulk and Skull, right? What are
Well,
the most iconic looks that you can use? Because they wear so many weird clothes.
yeah. I think it's you know, I feel like in season one they wore the same thing all the time.
That's true. I mean, like, honestly, it's not that hard. I mean, they could pick any of them, and I would be happy just to have them, just because
Mhm.
it's so cool to have them.
Yeah.
I don't know, Bulk and Skull. That might be a Comic Con thing. We'll see.
Yeah, because they
Do
have
you?
their like Boom Studios purple and orange Ranger that they are.
I have a question for you.
Hmm.
Do you think any of these toys were originally going to be San Diego exclusives?
Oh, that's a good point because that was canceled.
Yeah.
Uh, I would say
They're,
maybe the 2 pack or the Psycho. I think maybe the Psycho Green, only
yeah.
because. Well, okay, so Comic Con was supposed to be July. It's usually like the 18th through the 21st or whatever.
We would be getting the exclusive announcements around now, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it has to okay. It's probably it has to be one of those two, right? The
Hmm.
Putty Pack or the Psycho Green.
Not the
I'm
Zordon Alpha pack.
no, because that went to Walmart, so that's probably telling me that that was probably planned already. But the thing,
Sure.
I don't know if I brought this up already, but the thing that threw me was that the Alpha and Zordon was initially found because of a listing on Amazon, but
Right.
it's a Walmart exclusive, so that kind of throws me off.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it won't be as exclusive as we think. I mean, maybe they were originally gonna. I don't know. I don't know how those last minute deals go down. It's
Yeah.
really interesting. Yeah, but
The reason
I'm.
I
Go ahead.
sorry, I keep cutting you off, but the reason I
No, it's
say
fine.
the reason I say it's probably the Putty or the Psycho Ranger is the due dates. The Psycho Ranger is going to be released on July 10th. The Putties are August something. So
Right.
that means they were going to be prepped for Comic Con. So
Yeah.
I
Or
think,
Power Morphicon.
yes, true. So I know they usually, like last year at Comic Con, they'll do their announces and then they'll say, like, okay, now they're up for pre order.
Yeah.
So just by due dates, I want to say that Putties would probably Hasbro Pulse because they probably could have said at Comic-Con like, hey, these putties are now available for pre-order.
Right.
Because the date is like, after what Comic-Con would have been. The Psycho Ranger, I'm more inclined to say, is probably would have been the Comic-Con exclusive because it comes out July 10th, which means it would have had to be ready to ship to Comic-Con to be sold before then.
Right.
And it doesn't seem like that's one that really has a home, like
It doesn't. It doesn't. I feel like, yeah, it stands out. But at the same time, it's sort of like, if you were at Comic-Con or if we're getting ready for Comic-Con and Hasbro announced its exclusive was a repacked or a recolored Psycho Ranger,
Mhm.
I feel like there might be a little disappointment. So I wouldn't be surprised if, I brought this up just as like sort of like a thought, because it could, that could potentially be the truth. But at the same time, I also wouldn't be surprised if we saw something announced in a month or something, or maybe even in a couple weeks, that's like, okay, here's what our Comic-Con exclusive was going to be, and now it's available for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse.
Mhm.
Because there's got to be a bunch of toys that Hasbro got prepped. I mean, Hasbro, Mattel, everybody has had to have figures prepped.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what will happen with that, but maybe it will be that they get saved for next year. Who knows?
Yeah, and my money is just all over the place.
I know.
Because next Friday, I don't know if you saw it, is the Marvel Legends one. And it's like, oh gosh.
I know. That's going to be its own freaking thing. I mean, I just pre-ordered all the new Ghostbusters figures from Hasbro.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like now I got to get all these guys. But at least I'm going to be going back to work soon, so I'll have some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fortunate enough to still be working, and I'm like trying to be like, okay, how do I allocate these funds to these things?
You have a kid, so I feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But
maybe it might be worth. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, but I was gonna say the Puttie 2-pack works out because like I'll always at least have one for display while he wrecks.
Right.
Too, yeah.
Well, you might as well. Maybe it would be worth looking into trading some of the stuff you kept in the box. Your extras.
True. Yeah. All right. Last thing. Since we're here, and this is kind of I'm going to plug this into our new segment for the week.
Do it.
Another thing is we have a picture of the My Little Pony Pink Ranger.
Yeah. I'm glad they did the Pink Ranger first. It looks super cute.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks good.
It looks cool. It's cool. I mean, like, it's not for me, but
yeah, same. But it looks like a more coherent. It doesn't look out of place how like maybe the Ghostbuster one might. I'm not sure because I don't know what My Little Ponies generally look like, but
I think that you're completely right that the Power Ranger suit and color scheme works better for My Little Pony. I mean, they were even popular at the same time. I feel like it's definitely that's a good call there. They might look cool as Transformers though. Who knows? I kind of hope the Transformers one transform. I want to be like from pony to robot. Like, let me see.
I almost think it's not going to be that. It's just going to be the Power Ranger one that we just saw,
like
mixed with Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime, yeah.
Yeah.
Pony Miss Prime. Yeah. No, but yeah, I saw another companies doing like rubber duckies as different properties. And I was like, oh crap! Now I got to buy the whole rubber ducky Ghostbusters and all the rubber ducky characters from Resident Evil. Like they were like, people are just doing all kinds of weird vinyl toy mashups these days.
But hey, my Ducky Resident Evils. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like a My Little Pony Resident Evil crossover. That sounds crazy.
That would be insane. I know. Yeah. But hey, honestly, if they did a weird enough Ranger as a pony, maybe I'd buy it. If they did a Magna Defender pony, maybe I'd be like, this is too weird not to buy.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, I think that was it for today's news. maybe we'll try and do some more videos on YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments what you think about it.
I'll wash this shirt.
Yeah, yeah. Subscribe as well. Even if more people subscribe, we'll definitely do more videos.
Yeah.
Cool.
But, cool.
Well, thanks for jumping in, Mac.
Definitely. I got nothing to do.
Not less phenomenal. It's more phenomenal.
Ooh,
Cool.
Yeah, great catchphrase. Yeah.